So we back with another episode of Motivational Monday. Thank y'all once again for your continued support. Make sure you continue to like and subscribe, man. My name is Pierre Hendricks, man. I'm honored to have my good friend, my brother here, Jaquez Banks, man. Mechanical engineer, man.
First and foremost, man, I love to, appreciate you, man, for having me on your show, man. I want to tell you that I'm very proud of you, man.
Appreciate it, man.
I've seen you grow from, countless stages, man, and I'm proud of the man that you've become.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man. One thing about this show is we want to kind of make people a little bit more open and understanding, like, it's okay to go through certain things in life. And I want you to kind of hint on the certain things that you probably overcame or what you've probably been through in your life that's probably developed your discipline that you have now.
Living in an impoverished community as a young black male with no male father figures or male role models in your life is very tough. It's a very tough thing to have a mother try to teach you how to be a man.
Yeah.
So in that aspect in itself, I took it upon myself to mature at a much quicker age than my peers that was around me. So and not only me taking it upon myself, but the experience of growing up in that environment, it matures you so much faster.
Makes you humble a lot quicker
because
too.
you're dealing with so much that you don't supposed to deal with as a child.
Yeah.
Like, you don't supposed to be seeing certain things as a kid. You're supposed to be in an environment that help polish your skill set or whatever you're good at or whatever you have interest in as a young child throughout your childhood, to polish you throughout your teenage to adulthood.
Yeah.
But I seen a lot of things that that wasn't the best for me, and it made me mature a lot. And getting up to the stage of where I was in college, I wanted to pursue football. So I was trying to pursue football, but I had a terrible hip injury, and I went to the orthopedic, and he told me that I could possibly be in a wheelchair, and that was at the age of 25. I just took it upon myself to get some rehabilitation, to go to see a doctor, and they gave me some things to do to get better, but the money trying to pay for it was also a problem. So I know I have a mind of my own, and I can teach myself the things that they taught me. So I just took that, did some research online, man, and like I said, I'm a very spiritual person, and the power of the mind is a very, very powerful thing. When you utilize the power of your mind plus spirituality, you start to meditate and you start to tap into yourself, and you start to, eat the appropriate things, and you're supposed to, take in the appropriate things as far as your five senses of the world. So whatever you consume is what you watch on TV, what you hear on the radio. It's all vibrations of the universe. So if you're on the wrong frequency levels and vibrations, then your body is going to deteriorate to, unhealthy things. You eating candy all the time, of course, that's not for your body.
It's going to show up on you.
Right. Or if you listen to some type of negative music all the time, that's not going to be, the right approach, and it's going to make your mind veer off to certain negative things and aspects about your life. Living a healthy lifestyle, rehabilitating myself, talking to God. And he was able to rehabilitate me to the point where I am now.
My boy doing box jumps, running 4 6s, 4 5s, and doing everything, man. But the thing is that I want to hit on is you kind of had to put yourself through a mental and physical detox before you could get to where you are. And if anybody who's had an injury, man, you really have to have faith in yourself to be able to even get to walking, especially with something that has to do with a leg injury.
Right.
And one thing about you, man, is just you do more than just your job, your 9 to 5. And when you went to college, did you see yourself becoming who you are, the man you are now? Or how was your mindset when you entered into college compared to how you are now?
Well, I always had the mindset that it's not what the world has for me, it's what I have in store for the world. Because I knew I had a purpose in life, and I knew I wanted to, exactly what I wanted to do. So as far as this math and science aspect about me, I knew I wanted to become a mechanical engineer, but I also at the same time was chasing football. I wanted to go to the NFL because football was my first heart. But the injury kind of depressed me. Plus what was going on back at home with my mom, and she's still living in an impoverished community, that depressed me. So I was able to get my mind to a place where, all right, I got to make a decision that now football is out of the picture because of an injury. Now I have to get to a decision of what I'm going to do next with this mechanical engineering degree. So I start disciplining myself, learning the appropriate things to learn about the degree, going on countless job interviews. I had probably 3-4 jobs before I got the actual career job in mechanical engineering. And I was able to land it, man. I was able to find something in automotive testing laboratory field. And I was able to become to the position where I am now.
And did you write a plan? Did you have this planned out? You wrote this down, what you want to do, that what brought you there? And like, let's walk us a little bit through that. Was there some type of plan in place before you got to this point?
Yeah, of course. What I do, I love to write things down. I love to journalize things. I love to put things on a whiteboard, dry erase board on the wall, write my goals down, and tackle them.
Seeing your goals, the action behind seeing it.
Because it's power in seeing it. It's power in writing it down. That will materialize and crystallize what you want to do in life. You can have it internally in your mind and in your heart and in your dreams all day, but if you don't write it down so you can see it, if you don't print a picture of that car that you want so you can see it, if you don't go test drive that vehicle that you want so you can feel how the steering wheel feels, get that car smell, and actually be there in the presence of what you want, you're not going to have it.
And one thing I've learned on my journey in life too is a lot of times you can get caught up in the wrong entity or person, and it's blinding you from really what's destined out there for you.
What's destined
your true purpose.
Exactly.
And going through stuff like an injury, going through stuff like having depression, it shows you the value of having faith in yourself.
Right.
And that's why I kind of want to talk a little bit about you developing your plan, is because when you first sit down and have that point of you writing that plan with yourself, you're probably at your lowest state. You fed up. It's like, I know there's something more out there for me. Right. I necessarily don't know my purpose right now, but I know the discipline I have to get to the things that I love.
Right. How did I create my identity as Jaquez Banks of why I'm the man today? Is because I was also surrounded by family members and a couple of friends that was close to me that always, had this opinionated thing about other people thinking about them in different lights. And I'm just the type of person, I don't care what a person think about me. At all. And self-talk is a big thing. Like talking to yourself, affirmations, meditating, getting in tune with yourself and getting in tune with your vibrations and understanding what are you good at, what are you not good at. It's really like studying yourself like as if you was a college course or a high school class. You have to study yourself because most times people don't know what they want to do, who they want to be. But if you sit and take the time to meditate and soak into who you are, what you're good at, what you're not good at, you'll then begin to pick up on the things that, all right, this is a impeccable skill set about myself. I'm gonna polish it, make it a great one, and then I'm gonna make money off of it, or I'm gonna change lives off of it. If I'm not good at this, then I know I need to stay away from that until I can focus on that to get it better. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I was with it. I was just disciplined, straight line focus on me, who I wanted to become. I didn't care who else, thought what they thought of me or what.
All right, I gotta ask, with everything going on, man, like, I know you've been following like the protests and what's been going on, right? And then just our civil rights and stuff, and happy Juneteenth. This is also Father's Day episode, whatnot. But how do you feel with everything going on? Does it affect you interpersonally? Are you somebody who's out there protesting? Are you just dive in a little bit of that?
The way it affects me is that it's a huge mental blow because I can never wrap my head around why I would hate it so much. Like, we're literally all human beings, all human race, so why hate another human being because of the color of their skin? I
kind of want to come into your mental health, are there any books that you read or whatnot? Is there anything you do for, intrinsically motivate yourself when you wake up in the morning? So just tell us a little bit. I see you did bring a book with you as well, so talk a little bit about what you brought and whatnot, man.
So I brought this book right here because this is a very powerful book that I picked up from Barnes & Noble. It's called The Power of Habit. And it basically teaches you about, and different case studies from a science-based perspective of how human beings, how our brains are like computers. So if you program yourself with positive things and positive attributes on a day-to-day basis, they say it takes 21 days to build a habit. If you just stay consistent with some type of positive, habit or positive action that you're doing, then it's going to become a lifestyle. It's going to become habitual, and then your brain, your subconscious mind, it automatically starts to go there. Like, you don't have to think about it. It's like driving. Picture driving a vehicle. So when you go to work in the morning and you driving, do you actually think, oh, I gotta press my toe against the gas?
It's a reflex.
Switch. It's just a natural reflex. It's like that with anything in life. If you smoke cigarettes, you ain't got to think about, pulling up the line, and smoking it. It's just going to happen. So, that's the power of habit. Like, building whatever it is a negative habit or a positive habit, you do build those habits and you create your own lifestyle. And it's a science-based book from different case studies and different science experiments to where they've put it into, you know, book form to how you can change your life in a major way and build better habits for yourself. So this is one book that I highly recommend that the people read. And also Power of the Mind, also The Power of Now, and Psycho-Cybernetics, or 3 other.
Power of the Mind, The Power of Now, Psycho-Cybernetics.
Psycho-Cybernetics. Or good reads, man. That, you know, that I think will change a person's life.
Well, man, like I told you before when I text you, man, I really appreciate you coming on my show today, bro.
Oh, yeah, man.
This has been my brother, man, for about 12 years now, man. Like, I admire your work ethic, man. I appreciate the discipline, and these are the type of people that I have in my friendship circle, man. And these are the brothers that we have to have more. This is the whole point of the show. I wanted to create a platform to showcase individuals like you, as well as the brothers that we have, man. So once again, man, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on my show, my boy.
Feelings mutual.
Oh yeah, man.
Hey, my name is Jaquez Banks. If you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on IG by illionaire_flair. Also, you can hit me up on email, jackbanks09@gmail.com. For any personal training, health and fitness regimens, I got you. I also do meal prep guides, so if you want to reach out to me, feel free, man. We can change your lifestyle, you know, within the next 3 months, man. Let's do it.